and welcome back by another deck review. And we start good off this year because it's today, January 1st, 2023. So to all my subscribers, a happy new year with lots of luck and love and who knows what else. I thought let me review the Lorenzi Tarot. I had this in already now for a week. I was sick, so you can still hear it on my voice. No creepy COVID or anything, just a cold. And I saw this one on Amazon. I was like, yeah, well, let me make this the last deck of the year. And it is. It was the last deck of the year 2022 that I bought. So, let's have a look at it. It comes in a hard box. It's not that small. It's also not that big. Lorenzi Tarot deck and book set. It's a kind of modern deck. This is the back. I'm not going to read it to you. You can do that yourself. I paid 32 euros for it, so it's not a cheapie. And I bought it for a reason. It will represent the tarot in nowadays. So it's like modern. Sometimes the tarot has a hard time to translate the present time with symbols. So in this deck makes that a little bit easier to work with, because I am a professional tarot reader and I'm always looking for decks that makes my life a little bit easier, because I have about on a day like maybe 5-6 clients that you do a reading for like half an hour, you know, and they have a lot of questions. And yeah, you always want a deck who will serve all purposes. Of course, I also use the Rider White Smith. Yeah, that's always standard. But I was like, let me try something else. Eh? You also have to keep motivated in your work. So let me open the box. Comes with a book, and I like this kind of book. Look, it's a nice black binding here. Let me get it a bit closer. By Irene Lorenzi, or Irene Lorenzi. US Game System is the publisher, and I find this amazing of US Game System because most of the time they come with those tuck boxes and they are like breaking quick, and I'm not really a person who keeps all her cards in a bag. I also like the box, so I also like to look at the box because that's just the complete product. Eh? So yeah, okay, let us have a quick look in the book. I'm not going to read things, I'm just going to show you that it's in full color. And yes, so worth it, but it's just a soft cover book. Let's go to the cards. Now we have here a tarot card that's about 14 centimeters high. And they are quite wide also. There are good US Game System cards, the quality you always can expect from US Game System. Let me show you. It's a working deck. This is like, for me, a dream to work with. They don't have to be gilded because I'm working with it, and you will ruin those cards with all that butchering you do with them. And so yeah, I was like, I want this deck. It's chunky. It's big. I got big hands. I'm a big female, so yeah, my hands are also large, and so I like that because those small cards will only pop out of my hands. You know, you get all nervous of that. I gave them already a shuffle, and I also worked with it in my practice. So, and they read like a dream, they shuffle like a dream, but you have to be an experienced tarot reader, and yeah, you also have to have your psychic abilities there. Of course, to make your predictions. So, let us go through the deck. We're gonna look at the cards. And then I always have them upside down. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. The Chariot. And what I like about this deck, it's like different. The images are totally different. I mean, it's like surrealism, it's like fantasy art, it's a bit bizarre art, whatever you want to call it. The animals are drawn very nice in this deck, so I like that also because I like my animal decks. Then I have here, that is the King of Swords. See a man with an owl's head, and then you see always that heart. There's a few hearts in there. Well, King of Swords has everything to do with communication. So think about internet and telephones. The King of Cups. And he is having a goldfish on his head with a teacup, I think. Yeah. The Ten of Cups, like I said, you have to be an experienced reader to know the meaning of the cards. Okay. Now we have here the Four of Swords. I'm not going through all of the deck. I like the cup cards. Look at those goldfish. Yeah. I like the artwork a lot. But I think the artist rather likes animals than people, because all those people in those decks, maybe I shouldn't say it, but you know, they're not that pretty. You see? There's something wrong with those people. The Six of Cups. Yeah. You have to study those cards also. And then you have here kind of membranes going on. Hey, the Two of Pentacles. Look. Well, if you like art, this is really a deck you should enjoy, because you have something to look at. I think it's also based on these days things, bubbles that people are busy with, like social media. And that's why I like these cards, because that will connect perfectly with my clients. Because all their problems come from social media. You know, you have that in your practice all the time. My relationship is this and that. He's all the time on social media. Ja. Yeah, there you have it, gesodemieter. Yeah. The Eight of Wands. So that's what I also like about this card. This is pure a deck to work with for me. It's like, it was expensive also. You know, some decks in my collection I really work with, because they're worth it, and also like to get my money's worth. What I'm buying, if it stands still in the closet, it's doing nothing, is it? But my gilded ones, like the very, very expensive ones, yeah, they stay, I don't work with those. Just as the Lovers, yeah. Strength, yeah, being cut in two. Snake comes out of your head. Yeah, strength card. Yeah? It has everything to do with sexuality also, that strength card. Taming the beast. Showing strength. Showing willpower. Showing power in general. You know, making a statement. All depends on what cards fall next to it. The Four of Pentacles. This is a pretty one. Queen of Swords. Yeah. There's a lot going on in her head. Queen of Swords corresponds with Libra. And overthinking, not able to make a decision. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. The head of a chameleon, I think. Something like it. Yeah, you really have to look at these cards. Take your time for it, you know. Make a cup of tea, take out that deck and start looking. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, I think this is a card. The Five of Pentacles really is a card that can mean like that money is going down, you know, but it can also mean abundance, and that it all has to do in what position the card will fall in and what the other cards are saying around it. So never be discouraged by the Five of Pentacles, because it can also mean abundance. Because if you read some books, it says, oh my God, I'm going to be poor. Now here we have David Bowie, the sun, with his fake red hair. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles, an elephant. Being vain, being admired. Now the Four of Cups. Yeah, that is a card that has to do with not being satisfied. Rejecting something. Like I said, I don't get any rejection feeling of this. So yeah, you have to be an experienced reader to work with this deck. The Queen of Wands. She's also not the prettiest one. I think this artist don't like people. You know, that she gave her a pig nose. Really bad. Yeah. Or it is a filter go wrong on Facebook. Who knows? Yeah. Five of Wands. Again, that heart. Yeah, the heart energy makes everything pumping. Four of Wands. That has to do with nesting, I think. You know, making a house. Like I said, you have to be an experienced reader. The Empress, yes, the Empress also had some weird drawing there on her face, yeah. The heart is here on her head. The Eight of Swords. Being stuck between the horns of a stag. It also has some pagan influences here. The Wheel of Fortune. No Wicca influences here. It's really pagan. Temperance. Yeah. Well, I think she makes here a balance act. I rather have a feeling of the Two of Pentacles with this one instead of Temperance. But okay. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. They have fish in their belly. Look at it. Two giraffes with a fish in their belly. Okay, Death. Oh, I like this one. Oh, yes. Miss America with a scythe, fork. Yeah. Greed. That's a feeling that I get of it. I don't get a feeling of transformation of this. At least she is no good. Page of Swords. Well, I don't work with pages, so it doesn't say anything to me. Seven of Wands. Yeah. So, well, you have a little bit of an impression. I can go on to the whole deck. But there's always something there you have to discover on your own. I like this card, by the way. Look at that Hermit card. Look what he's holding. His phone. Yeah. Look what's happening behind him. All his ships are going down to the deep. You know, always make sure that you focus on your priorities and not on this thing here in your hand, because that's futile. Use it for the things that are important, but not for bullshit. And that's what's happening here. Focus. So yeah, the Fool, it says it all. Eh? Yeah, the action of the Hermit creates a Fool. Voila. Okay, well, this was the Lorenzi Tarot. I like it a lot. I'm always open for new decks and new views on the tarot. I like the artwork also. It's not gilded, it's really a working deck. So if you are an experienced reader, this is like a good deck to have, because it gives you a different view on things. You can use it with a Rider White, for example, and then shuffle this one and you get a total different view on the things. And that's worth it, I think. So for now, the Lorenzi Tarot. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'll always be happy. Subscribing to the channel, that will really make my day. So if you want to do something good in the new year. So I'm wishing everybody a great start of the New Year's. And you see me for the next video. Bye bye.